2022 Ford Evo's first look. Return of the SUS. Ford is bringing back a vehicle that combines style and utility, but it isn't for us. April 19, 2021. Cast your mind back to the 2011 Frankfurt Motor Show. There, Ford took the wraps off the gorgeous Evo's concept, a sedan with gull-wing doors and styling well beyond Ford's contemporary production cars. The whole point of the original Evos was to showcase and evolve Ford's styling at the time. The new Evos is here to do something similar for Ford in China, and this time it isn't just a concept. The new Evos is actually a fully production-ready car headed for the Chinese market. It's also the first Ford that was largely developed by Changan Ford, a joint venture between Chinese automaker Changan Automobile and the Blue Oval. The styling is fresh and thoroughly modern. An SUV with the proportions of a lifted hatchback, the Evos reminds us of the Acura ZDX, at least in terms of ethos, with a bit of the attitude of the Subaru Outback sus of yore. But putting old Acuras and Supras to one side, the new Evos does help usher in a new era for Ford in China. In order to complement the Evo's thoroughly modern exterior looks, the inside is laden with tech and huge screens. The upper half of the dashboard is covered by an enormous panel that nearly spans the full width of the interior and contains two displays. The first is a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, and the second is a 27.0-inch 4K infotainment display that runs on Ford Sync Plus 2.0. Just like the Mustang Mach-E, the new Evos is underpinned by Ford's new fully networked vehicle EE architecture, which supports over-the-air updates and will feature Blue Cruise, Ford's new SAE Level 2 driver assist technology. Other neat features include a new co-pilot mode, which allows the front passenger to take over their half of the huge display and relay pertinent information to the driver. The new Evos will go on sale alongside a Chinese market-specific Mach-E and a new PHEV version of the Escape. The Evos will be powered by a turbocharged 2.0-liter i4 that a Ford spokesperson said is like the one in the Bronco Sport. There is no word on specific outputs for the Evo's engine, but the 2.0-liter in the Bronco Sport makes 245 horsepower and 275 pounds-foot of torque, and it's safe to assume the Evo's numbers will be similar. There are no details on other optional powertrains that may be available in the future at this time. Sadly, despite the sleek looks, stout powertrain, and SUV-like body style, three things American buyers adore, Ford has no plans to sell the Evos outside of China, at least for now. The 2022 Ford Evos has broken covers at the Shanghai Auto Show, reviving a name last seen on a 2011 Frankfurt Motor Show concept that previewed a styling revolution for the Ford brand. Built in China as part of a 50-50 joint venture between Changan Automobile and Ford Motor Company, the Evos is part of Ford's China 2.0 initiative, which will see the creation of no fewer than 30 new Ford and Lincoln products tailor-made for the Chinese market. Officially, the Evos is said to be made exclusively for the world's largest car market, China, but unofficially, the crossover has very similar proportions and looks to the long-rumored and spied successor to the Ford Fusion in America and Ford Mondeo in Europe. The Evos will utilize the Blue Oval's fully networked vehicle, FNV, electric architecture, which we've already seen used on other Ford products like the Mustang Mach-E. FNV allows for wireless software updates to be made directly to the vehicle's operating software and will also enable the implementation of Ford's first virtual assistant technology. It is not known what will power the evos in China, but a petrol hybrid drivetrain is likely, as is a fully electric model in the future. The exterior aesthetics of the coupe crossover show off a design language we've come to expect of Ford, with a slim headlight and daytime running light configuration that sits high on the car's bonnet and lines its entire length. A large blanked-out hexagonal grille finished in gloss black paint sits below the bonnet, and a large centrally mounted sensor used for the car's various safety and autonomous features is mounted low on the front fascia, flanked by air ducts and more grille. The Evo's side profile isn't too dissimilar from the aforementioned Mustang Mach-E, with a low, sleek and swept-back roofline, contributing much to its coupe looks. Inside, the first thing to notice is the massive 12.3-inch digital dash and 27-inch 4K infotainment touchscreen display that covers almost all of the avant-garde dash. The gigantic screen will run Ford's Sync Plus 2.0 operating system, which will employ a new user interface design and utilize Baidu's AI technology. The rest of the cabin has a familiar, albeit premium Ford look, with an angular 3-spoke steering wheel with control shortcuts, large, circular rotating gear selector, faux leather and fabric blend seats and blue ambient lighting. A suite of autonomous driving functions will also come as standard on the Evos, including a Level 2 autonomous driving mode Ford has coined Blue Cruise, which will allow hands-free driving on several pre-selected sections of highways in China. Will the new Ford Evos come to Australia? The Ford Evos will most likely not make its way down under, with a representative from the automaker's local arm telling Wheels there is no news to be had on a local launch.